Steelers eyeing Jauan Jennings, ideal reinforcement to complete Aaron Rodgers' offense. The NFL market never sleeps, and the Pittsburgh Steelers appear poised to take another bold step toward the top. After a busy offseason that brought in big names like Aaron Rodgers, DK Metcalf, and Keenan Allen, the team still doesn't seem satisfied. Now, a new offensive piece may be on their radar. San Francisco 49ers wide receiver Jauan Jennings. Pittsburgh and San Francisco have a recent history of trade talks. In 2024, the Steelers flirted with the idea of acquiring Brandon Ayuk, but negotiations didn't progress. Now, with Jennings unhappy with his contract situation with the 49ers and seeking a new deal or a trade, the door is once again open for talks between the two franchises. And it's not just speculation. Bleacher Report analyst Matt Holder believes this is the only move the Steelers really need to make before the start of the 2025 season. Speaking of quarterbacks in their 40s, the Steelers should consider adding another receiver for Aaron Rodgers. Robert Woods is projected to be the team's second wide receiver, and Jennings is essentially a younger and better version of Woods at this stage of his career. The analysis is straightforward and realistic. Although Pittsburgh's offense has received significant reinforcements, the depth of the receiver corps remains a concern. The investment in rookie Roman Wilson took a heavy hit with injuries in his rookie season. Robert Woods, while experienced, is clearly past his prime. And Calvin Austin III, despite his promise, has yet to establish himself as a reliable option, much less as the team's second highest target. It is in this scenario that Jennings appears to be a viable and valuable solution. After 3 seasons of low production under 420 yards per year, the wide receiver finally broke out in 2024, with 975 receiving yards and 6 touchdowns in just 15 games. Jennings proved he can be a consistent and dangerous target. His numbers far surpass those of any other Steelers receiver except Metcalf and Allen. Furthermore, Jennings brings traits that perfectly fit what Rodgers needs: a physical receiver, capable of fighting for contested balls, effective on third downs, and extremely reliable on intermediate routes. Someone who can operate in the shadows of the big stars and still shine in crucial moments. To acquire him, the Steelers would likely have to give up a day 3 draft pick, a cost considered low considering Jennings' potential impact on the offense. After the trade, the team would also have to negotiate a contract extension, as Jennings is projected to earn around $20 million over 2 years. According to Spotrac, reasonable amount for a productive wide receiver in today's NFL. Most importantly, he wouldn't just be a solution for 2025 if he lives up to expectations. Jennings could become a key piece in the Steelers' offensive rebuild, post-Rodgers, especially if the team chooses to develop a new quarterback in the coming years. In short, this potential trade with the 49ers has all the makings of a strategic move. Jennings doesn't arrive with the same brilliance as Metcalf or Allen, but he could be the missing link in transforming Pittsburgh's offense into one of the most complete in the league. With a legendary quarterback in what could be his final season, the time to act is now, and the Steelers seem to fully understand that. In a Super Bowl race, every detail matters. Steelers sign Keenan Allen and assemble an elite offense to try to break their Super Bowl drought. The Steel City is buzzing with anticipation. After years of frustration, early eliminations, and near-miss seasons, the Pittsburgh Steelers, finally, appear ready to take the definitive step toward the top of the NFL. The explosive signing of quarterback Aaron Rodgers was already a clear sign that the team is all in for the 2025 season. Now, the Steelers have taken another bold step, signing veteran wide receiver Keenan Allen, further bolstering an offense that promises to give any defense in the league a hard time. After securing a playoff berth last season, Mike Tomlin's team once again saw its Super Bowl dreams slip away. The defense, as usual, was solid, but the offense lacked creativity, consistency, and, most importantly, depth in its passing options. This motivated the front office to adopt an aggressive approach this offseason, and it hasn't disappointed. All started with the arrival of Rodgers, who decided to end his career with the New York Jets to wear the traditional black and gold of Pittsburgh. At 41, the 4-time league MVP is still hungry for a title and wants to end his career with a flourish. And the Steelers are ready to surround him with the right pieces to make that happen. On defense, big names like Jalen Ramsey and Darius Slay, Jr. arrived, 2 veteran cornerbacks with a track record of excellence and leadership. Although the defensive unit was already one of the most feared in the league, the addition of these 2 talents further reinforces the physical and intelligent identity that defines the team. But defense has never been the problem recently in Pittsburgh. The real Achilles heel has been the offense, and that's where the front office decided to invest heavily. The trade for DK Metcalf was a game-changer. The wide receiver, known for his physical strength, speed, and dominant presence on the field, immediately became Rodgers' top target. However, even with Metcalf on the roster, the Steelers knew they still needed more. Aaron Rodgers has always excelled when he has a diverse arsenal of receivers at his disposal. His clinical precision and reading of the game work best when there are multiple offensive threats on the field. With this in mind, the front office decided to pursue a reliable, experienced, and still productive option, Keenan Allen. Allen, who recently played for the Chicago Bears, arrives in Pittsburgh after a season in which he recorded 70 receptions for 744 yards and 7 touchdowns. While solid, these numbers were hampered by playing with a rookie quarterback in an unstable offensive system. In Pittsburgh, the landscape changes completely. He will now have one of the greatest quarterbacks in history throwing the ball to him, a situation that could reignite his brilliance and impact on the field. More than just numbers, Keenan Allen brings leadership, route-running intelligence, and a calm presence in decisive moments. His ability to find space on the field, even against the best defenses, could be the perfect complement to Metcalf's explosive style. Together, they form one of the most promising receiving duos in the AFC. And the context couldn't be more urgent. With Rodgers indicating this could be his last season, the Steelers have a short window to win their long-awaited 7th Super Bowl title. Every signing, every draft pick, and every practice session carries extra weight. It's now, or perhaps, never. With a dominant defense, a legendary quarterback in his final dance, and a group of talented and experienced receivers, Pittsburgh is positioning itself as one of the big favorites in the American Conference. The fans, accustomed to tradition and high standards, sense something special is in the air. Keenan Allen may no longer be the fastest or youngest player in the league, but his arrival represents something greater: the franchise's full commitment to returning to the top. And with Rodgers at the helm, Metcalf as a rising star, and Allen as a strategic piece, the Steelers have all the ingredients to write a glorious new chapter in their history. The season is just beginning. But one thing is certain: Pittsburgh is back in the game, and more dangerous than ever.